Here we can already see the drum layout, which is divided into 3 sections. First up, we have the drum rack pads here. They're 4x4. And they can be moved to the next 16 pads either with the touch strip or with octave down and octave up. And here you can already see the pads that are yellow, they're filled, and I can play them. So I could drum out the rhythm live and record it, and we'll do that later on. So the filled ones are bright yellow, and the selected one is blue. When I hold it pressed, you see it turns green because it means it's playing. And it's also possible to mute or solo individual drum pads. So let's press mute. And then we can choose the drum pad that we want to mute. Or even several pads, and you can see it turns orange to indicate that it's been muted. Hold mute again and press those pads to unmute them. Solo works the same. So keep solo pressed, choose the pad, press it. You can choose several again, and you see it's a different kind of blue. And we can try it, nothing to hear anymore on those other pads. And when I want to take solo out again, I simply press it again, and then the soloed pads. And you could already see before, when I go up with the touch strip, for example, you can see those dull yellow pads, and that simply means that they're empty. And if you just want to move by one row of pads, then you can hold Shift pressed and then either use the touch strip, but I find the octaves up and down buttons more convenient. So for example, octave up, or down, and as I had already mentioned before, you can also exchange, hot swap individual drum pad sounds. So we can see we're already in the device view. So let's choose this one. Make sure that you're in the device view if you're not yet. Then choose the sound. Make sure you've chosen it. You can see that at a little triangle where you are. Then press Browse. And now we can see everything that can be loaded into this drum pad. And further up we can find individual drum hits as well, sorted by type, just like in the live library. And if that actually was a sound from the live library, from the core library or so, and it was a hi-hat, then it would, for example, it would go and open in hi-hats as well, so you could just exchange the hi-hat. But since it's my own preset and I hadn't labeled it that way, it didn't work. Let's choose a shaker maybe, and then load it by pressing the green button again. Now we have the shaker sound loaded. We could also hot swap other sounds by simply pressing the pad and then choosing a different sound or MIDI instrument if we wanted to. But let's leave the browse mode. So the next section is the loop length controls, and that is 16 pads again. And by default, 2 pages are chosen, and each page corresponds with 1 bar in a MIDI clip, even though right now we don't even have a MIDI clip created. So you can record 16 bars total with it. And these are 2 pages in a resolution of 1/16 notes. And that is the resolution for the step sequencer, the default one. And we can simply add notes by pressing pads, but we'll get to all of this in the next video.